Hello, happiness abounders, and welcome back to episode 330. Oh, the numbers keep on creeping up slowly but surely, and I'm so glad I'm able to track that and report on that and build my confidence in podcast creation. There's a nod to yesterday's episode. If you have not checked it out, check out episode 329. But today I'm really excited to talk about one of my biggest confidence building and goal getting techniques, and that is having a success book. Too often we move through our goals, we get them, and we move on to the next. We don't really celebrate it, and we don't really go back and look at what we've accomplished. We tend to remember the bad things in our life, but never really the good. So today I want to talk about a success book, how it can help you remember the good, help you build your confidence when you need it most, and help you get your other goals in the future. So, that said, let's dive right in. Success book. Mine is pretty simple. It's just a black binder, and then I have some leaflets, the clear page leaflet things that you can put paper in. Scrapbook style, I guess you could say. But it's not scrapbook for me. I literally just print out a piece of paper that has my goal. I will write on it the date that I completed it, and sometimes I'll write how I felt. Sometimes I'll post a couple of pictures that are in that page, and then I have a page in my success book. Something that I can come back to and see regularly that I have accomplished something good. Right? That I have accomplished a goal, that I had something good happen. I keep thank you cards in here, like super important thank you cards. So I had one from work that was from my team. They gave me an amazing gift, and then it was accompanied by a thank you card. And so that thank you card has notes from all of them, and it's really important to me. So I put it in my success book. Anything could go in your success book, but I like to keep mine for some bigger things. So when I hit 200 episodes of the podcast, that made it in. When I got a promotion, or not a promotion, but I got a new job, and I had been outlining episode, I believe, 72. I talk all about that. I had put that card of what I had wanted and the title and the date that I had started the new job. I have that we paid off debt and sold our house. I have yet to put in, but I need to, that, as you may know, if you listened to episodes a couple weeks ago all about goal getting and goal setting, that small sticky note that said I wanted a house with a lot of land and a lot of windows, that needs to go in here with a picture of my house and the date that we moved in, right? There's things that I need to put in here, and I wish I could be better at fulfilling my success book. I definitely need to get in the better habit of that, maybe once a week taking a look and seeing if there's anything to add. But that said, when I am having a really tough day, you know those days where it feels like you're just a mess. You've accomplished nothing. You, unfortunately, and we've had conversations about this too, you look at somebody on social media and it looks like they have it all together. And everything is coming together for them, and they have the perfect house and the perfect life and the perfect job and the perfect friends and the perfect kids and the perfect hobbies and all of these things. And you can see that, and we shouldn't, but we do. Look at that and go, wow, I've accomplished nothing in my life. Has that happened? I know I can't be alone in this. That has happened to me. And when that comes up, as I mentioned in the first minute of this episode, I have a really hard time remembering the positive things, remembering the accomplishments. And instead, I look back at the negatives and the failures, is what I've perceived as failures. And these things that have happened in my life that confirm this thought that I've done nothing. So my success book is crucial on days like that, because I can turn to it and go, no, I'm actually pretty accomplished in my own right. I actually have done things that I'm really proud of, that I worked really hard for, and I have them on record. I have them in my success book. I have them recorded so that I can flip through them and see what I have accomplished in my life. And what's really funny is accomplished in my life is only since 2017 when I started keeping this book. But I have things like starting the podcast. And it's really funny because I had built up on a sticky note years before. I wanted to help people every day. The podcast is every day. I have that we bought a car in cash. I have that I was able to do a mentoring program and become a certified mentor. Been on my bucket list for years, right? So on these days where I feel like I accomplished jack crap, I actually can look back and go, you know what? No, I do a lot. And there's things that have been on my bucket list. There's things like the thank you notes. There's things like that that really can represent my accomplishments in so many facets that on those sad days, I can have the confidence knowing that I will survive, that my life is my own. I can respect my journey, and I can respect what I have already accomplished and remember them and keep them in my heart when I need them most. Now, it may seem kind of weird and cheesy. Like, it's not like I pull this book out to every person that walks in my house being like, look at my accomplishments. But I pull it out for me, and I pull it out for teaching moments. But when I pull it out for me, holy cow, is it incredible to see the goals I've accomplished and to really build and increase my confidence. So as we wrap up this week, all about goal getting and confidence and kind of that subcategory of organization and how that plays into getting your goals and building your confidence, I want you to think about how you can organize your successes, how you can organize areas that bring you confidence and joy that you can look back on those hard days. My suggestion is organizing them through a success book. Again, it's a simple black binder. I think it maybe cost me like $1.50, maybe $3. Really simple black binder. And then I bought all those loose leaf sheets, and that was like, I don't know, $3 for 20, 50, something like that. And then I have my success book. I just print off or draw or write or whatever I need. Sometimes I just throw in the sticky notes. I do whatever I need to so that I can come back to this and record my successes and have and rebuild my confidence. But it's done in an organized manner. Bonus point, have you ever had those questions, like get to know you questions, and it's like, what accomplishment are you most proud of? Or what's something that you've accomplished in the last year that you really wanted to do, or whatever it is. And if you ever had those questions and you're like, oh gosh, I feel like I've accomplished nothing, and I don't know, and like all of this doubt and lower self-esteem starts to creep in. When you have a success book and it's organized, you're just like, even if you don't have it on hand, you're like, oh gosh, page 3, I think is this, and that's really cool. I think I want to say that. Your confidence goes up when you can organize and keep track of your successes, when you can lean back on this success book when you need it most. So I have spoken about success books in a few other episodes. I encourage you to maybe go to happinessbound.com, search success book, and you'll find a video that talks about it and shows you my very first ever success book page, a couple of blog posts, a couple of podcast episodes, and you can learn all about it much more than in this 10-minute segment. But I do highly recommend checking it out. Happinessbound.com, search success book in the search bar. And I highly recommend building one for yourself. So that said, wrapping up the week all about goal getting, confidence, and organization. Make sure you organize your goals. Make sure you organize your thoughts. Make sure you organize your successes. Build your confidence. Get your goals. And remember, above everything else, you are capable of happiness abound.